my child. Stay with me for a moment. Just a minute. Not your whole day, not all your strength. Only this small space right here, right now. Pause your scrolling. Let your fingers rest. Let your thoughts slow down. Let your heart catch up to your body. You have rushed past so many moments like this, convincing yourself you would come back later, that you would listen when life felt easier, quieter, lighter. But you rarely did. This time is different. You can feel it. Something in you is tender right now. Something in you is tired of running. Something in you knows these words are not a coincidence. You didn't just happen to arrive here. This moment was arranged. I stepped into your day, into your timeline, into your inner world because there is something I need you to hear. Not with your ears only, but with your heart. With that quiet place inside you that has been whispering for help. So I ask you again, with love and urgency, will you give me this moment? Just one honest breath, one uncluttered minute, where you let the noise loosen its grip on you long enough for me to be close again. You have been moving so fast. Your thoughts have been racing. Your emotions have been swirling. Your schedule has been overflowing. You tell yourself you're just busy. You tell yourself you're just tired. You tell yourself this is just life, but I see deeper than your explanations. You are not only body tired, you are soul tired. Your mind has been carrying more than it was made to hold. Your heart has been absorbing more pain than it knows what to do with. Your spirit has been whispering for rest, for clarity, for peace, and you've barely had space to notice your own breathing. You have been putting on a brave face, smiling when you want to cry, nodding when you want to collapse, saying, "I'm fine." So often that you started to believe the performance more than the truth. But I have seen what others couldn't see. I saw the heaviness in your eyes when you looked in the mirror. I saw the way your chest felt tight for no obvious reason. I saw the moments you stayed strong all day and then broke the second you were alone. I watched you carry responsibilities, expectations, memories, and fears that were never meant to sit on your shoulders by themselves. You have been surviving. You haven't had much energy left to actually live. In all that noise, all that rushing, you've been missing my gentlest invitations. Not because you don't care, not because you don't love me, but because you've been overwhelmed. There were times when I tugged on your heart in the middle of your day. Times I brushed your spirit with a quiet thought, a soft nudge, a feeling that said, "Pause." But you were already stretched thin, already burdened, already exhausted. You said, "Send a little later, I'll pray later." And then later never came. That is why this moment is so important. You are closer to something you've been praying for than you realize. Closer to breakthrough, closer to answers, closer to healing, closer to doors opening that you thought were sealed shut. But to receive what is coming, you must be awake inside. You must be present. You must let your heart soften again. So let me still you. Let me quiet the world around you for a moment. Let me hush the thoughts that have been shouting in your mind. Let me calm the fear that keeps putting walls around your hope. Just breathe right here in this breath. I am with you. You have pulled back from moments like this before because you were afraid to feel too much. You told yourself, if I start to feel, I might break. If I start to hope, I might be disappointed again. You thought that by numbing your heart, you were protecting it. You thought that by ignoring your pain, you were winning. But numbness has been quietly stealing from you. It's been stealing your joy. It's been dulling your hope. It's been blocking the very comfort you've been asking me to give you, my child. I have never stopped coming close to you. Even when you pulled away, I kept drawing near. Even when you went silent, I still listened. Even when you built walls, my love flowed through the cracks. You have been searching for peace while walking through constant noise. You have been searching for direction while drowning in distractions. You have been searching for comfort while reaching for things that only distract you for a moment and leave you emptier afterward. You have been searching for me, but forgetting to slow down long enough to notice when I sit quietly beside you. So I stepped into this moment, into your day, into your feed, into your stream of thoughts. I am asking you, will you stop for me just for a little while? Just long enough to hear what your soul has been crying for. This message carries something you've needed for a long time. Not more information, not more pressure, not more rules. It holds a gentle reminder, a deep reassurance, a turning point for a heart that has been running on empty. This is not just words on a screen or a sound in your headphones. This is an appointment I set for your soul. I chose this time. I align these minutes with your life because your spirit has reached a point where it is ready to release, ready to receive, ready to be rebuilt. You may not feel ready. You may not understand why you're even still listening, but something in you knows this matters. So give me your full attention. Give me your honesty. Give me your next few breaths. Let me place something inside you that will not leave you the same. My child, you have been overwhelmed for longer than you admit. You have walked through your days with a quiet weight on your back. You have learned how to function with heaviness. You have become used to waking up and immediately feeling pressure in your chest. You hide it well. You hide it behind humor. You hide it behind hard work. You hide it behind always being the strong one. You have been spiritually quiet, not because you stopped believing, but because you never felt like you had enough energy to fully reach out anymore. This is what drifting looks like. It doesn't always come with rebellion or anger. It comes with exhaustion, with one skipped prayer at a time, one ignored nudge at a time, one "I'll deal with that later" at a time. You didn't drift because you hated me. You drifted because you were tired, because your heart was bruised, because you've been waiting for someone to see how much you've been carrying and you felt like no one did. But I did. I watched your spirit grow quieter. I watched your hope thin out. I watched you go from feeling deeply to barely feeling anything at all. You started protecting yourself by going numb. And I could not stand by and let you disappear inside that numbness. You have carried burdens alone that were never designed to be carried without me. You tried to hold yourself together because you didn't want to bother anyone. You pressed down your grief instead of grieving it. You smoothed over your heartbreak instead of healing from it. You swallowed your loneliness instead of bringing it to me. To survive, you shut down parts of your heart. You stopped expecting too much from people so you wouldn't be disappointed. You stopped dreaming too big so you wouldn't get hurt. You stopped hoping too loudly so no one would hear if it failed. You thought you were keeping yourself safe, but in the process, you were closing the same doors where my comfort, my joy, and my blessings wanted to enter. I know why you did it. I know why you closed off. I know why you stopped talking about how you really feel. I know why you kept telling yourself, Don't care too much. Don't feel too much. Don't hope too much. You are trying not to break. But numbness has been quietly blocking what I have been trying to place in your hands. That is why I had to stop you here. You have been walking right next to answers without recognizing them. You have been standing close to opportunity, but too weary to notice. You have been praying for breakthrough while your heart slowly prepared to miss it. You were on the edge of missing things I have written with your name on them. So I intervened. I stepped into your path in a clearer, stronger way. I made this moment feel heavy so your heart would pay attention. I allowed your tiredness to become undeniable so you would finally admit to yourself, I can't keep doing this by myself. You have been fighting 10 battles at once inside and out. Yet you keep telling yourself, it's fine, I'm fine. You are not fine, my child. You are loved. You are held. You are seen. But you are not fine. Every late night when you lay awake, replaying conversations, worrying about the future, wondering what's wrong with you. I was there. Every morning when you stared at the ceiling, gathering the strength just to sit up, I was by your side. You thought it was just you pushing yourself through the day. You thought you survived on your own. You don't know how many times despair came near and I pushed it away. You don't know how many times your mind was on the edge and I calmed it quietly. You don't know how many days your heart kept beating with hope because I was secretly strengthening you. I have never stepped away from you. Not in your confusion, not in your darkness, not in your numbness, not in your questions. I was closest to you in the moments you thought you were the most alone. I saw your heartbreak, the one you don't like talking about anymore, the relationship that shattered you, the betrayal you did not see coming, the moment someone you trusted handled your heart like it was disposable. But the echo of that pain has followed you into new seasons, new friendships, new hopes. You flinch when you get too close to people. You pull back right when you start to care. You convince yourself you don't need anyone while quietly craving safe love more than anything. I watched you love and lose. I watched you try to laugh when you were quietly breaking. I watched you walk around with invisible wounds no one else could see. I saw your exhaustion, not just the kind that sleep fixes, but the fatigue deep in your bones. The tired of constantly being the reliable one. The tired of always showing up for others. The tired of being the strong friend, the responsible one, the one who holds everything together while inside. You have been pouring from an almost empty soul, giving while needing, holding others while longing to be held, encouraging others while your own hope was fading. And I saw every moment of it. I saw your disappointment, those seasons where you let yourself believe, only to watch things fall apart again. The job that didn't work out, the friendship that faded away, the opportunity that looked perfect but collapsed at the last second. Each time, a small part of your hope sat down. Each time another part of you said, why get excited? Why expect anything different? I took every one of those disappointments seriously. I did not laugh at your hope. I did not mock your dreams. I held them like fragile glass in my hands. And I never stopped planning better things than what you lost. I saw your loneliness, the kind that lingers even when you are surrounded by people. The quiet thought that wonders if anyone would notice if you silently pulled away. You have longed for someone who sees you without you having to explain every detail. Someone who understands your silence as much as your words. Someone whose presence feels like home, not pressure. You have felt invisible at times, To others, yes, but never to me. You have never had a moment, never a breath where my eyes were not on you with love. I saw your fear, fear of failing, fear of being too much, fear of not being enough, fear of the future repeating the worst parts of your past. Fear has made you smaller in your own eyes. It has made you hesitate when you should step forward. It has made you stay where you are not thriving simply because at least it's familiar. I saw your confusion. The why me, the what did I do wrong? The what is even happening in my life. You have walked through seasons that made no sense. Doors closing with no explanation, people leaving without clarity, plans falling apart when you thought you finally heard me right. You felt lost, but even there, I always knew where you were. I saw your numbness, the days where you didn't feel happy or sad, just empty, the times when nothing was really wrong, but nothing felt right either. The moments where hope felt like a language you couldn't speak anymore. You began to believe something was wrong with you. But you are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not too complicated for me. You are wounded. You are tired. You are in need of healing that goes deeper than surface fixes, and I have never been offended by your weakness. I have only been moved by it. If you know deep down that I am your place of safety, whisper it to yourself now. God, you are my refuge. You can write it, say it, or just let your heart breathe it out. Let that be your quiet agreement with me in this moment, because I have heard every whisper you've ever sent toward heaven. The small prayers you prayed through tears. The trembling. Please help me. The quiet. I don't know what to do. The tired. I can't do this without you. You didn't think those prayers were strong enough. You thought they were too weak, too broken, too messy. But your softest cry reached me louder than you can imagine. I gathered those prayers. I held them. I started arranging answers. Even when you saw nothing changing, you have wondered why so much in your life felt delayed, blocked, or slowed down. You looked at others moving ahead while you felt stuck. You questioned why jobs didn't work out. Why people left when you planned to build a future with them. Why possibilities that looked perfect suddenly ended. You thought I was ignoring you. You thought I was punishing you. But what you called delay, I called protection. There were doors you begged me to open that would have broken you if they had stayed open. There were people you asked me to keep that would have crushed your spirit if they remained. There were opportunities you wanted that did not match the future I am shaping for you. I would rather have you confused for a season than destroyed in a moment. Every not yet, every no, every closed door you cried over, I saw your tears, and I still chose your safety over your short-term comfort. You have not been forgotten. You have been preserved, my child. This is why I drew you here, because something new is coming. Not a life with no problems, but a life where you no longer carry everything alone. A life where your heart is softer, not harder. A life where you can feel again, hope again, trust again. Not because people are perfect, but because you are anchored in me. There is blessing being aligned with your name on it. There are answers moving toward you that you can't yet see. There are shifts happening beneath the surface of your life that will soon rise into view. But I need your heart awake and aligned. I need you present enough to notice, soft enough to receive, close enough to me to recognize my hand when it moves. So in this moment, let us start here. Admit your tiredness to me. Admit your fear. Admit your confusion. Admit that you need me more than you've allowed yourself to say. You do not have to be composed in my presence. You do not have to present a cleaned-up version of your soul. You do not have to hide the shaking of your hands or the weight in your chest. I am not here to judge you. I am here to hold you. If your heart agrees, let it whisper, even if only inside. Thank you for holding my hand. That small surrender is enough. From here, we will walk together. From here, I will teach you how to rest again. From here, I will heal what has been raw for too long. From here, I will turn what felt like delay into a story of protection, timing, and grace. Stay close to me, my child. Do not rush past this moment. I have you.